Hi there, I am Mark Gibbs with The Great Outdoors, and we just wanted to give you an update. We are in the middle of Fraser Furland. You can see this incredible guy back here. Nice big 10 to 12 foot. We love the Frasers. They come out of Boone, North Carolina, up in the Blue Ridge Mountains. And one of the benefits to that is that they have to go through some freezes. And the freeze is a good thing on Christmas trees. That sap will begin to harden up, and it'll keep those needles on the limbs a lot longer. That's why when you get home, initially they're pretty steady, and over time you may see some needle drop, and that's just the sap warming up. So, not that you need to keep your place like an air conditioning, but when it's cooler, obviously they're going to hold on to the needles longer because that sap hasn't warmed up. Secondarily, we give them a fresh cut when they come in, and that's really important to get that vascular system opened back up. And then we put them straight into water, and even when we're holding them in backstock, they're in troughs of water. When you get this guy home, you need to remember that we do not want that water to drop below the base of that stump. If it does, that sap's gonna harden off again, and you don't wanna have to take it down once it's decorated and come back in there and make another slice to get it to have uptake again. So just remember, that needs to keep that water over the lip of that base on the stump to make sure that it never dries out. So do check your water often. They do make a gadget now that you can hang up in the trees. It's got a little sensor in it. So it's like a hot water bottle, and basically it'll add water to your pan over time. As the pan begins to dry out, it checks the level for you, and it'll go ahead and drop water down from that bag. So that's a little tag-on thing you could do if you want to. Another awesome thing that we're going to look at over here, this is really fun because Fraser firs have a wonderful scent. They have a beautiful silver to the back of the foliage as well. And I haven't really looked around inside these guys yet, but Fraser firs, most pines will have little sap pockets. And we're just going to keep looking through, see if we can find one in here. I'm not feeling any yet. Sometimes they're down toward the base of the tree. They're a little easier to find. But these sap pockets are really cool. I'm feeling around to see if I can feel any squishy ones. When you find one, it's going to look like a big wart, basically. And there's one over here. And when I'm pushing on it, it's a little bit squishy. So if you take your fingernail, you can pop that guy. Oh, wow. And you can see that sap just came flying out of there. That's where you're gonna get, ooh, that extra bouquet. It just makes such a killer bouquet in your atmosphere. So if you find a few of those, again, with your lights on the tree, it's gonna warm the tree up and that sap's gonna start flowing. But if you find those pockets and you want even more scent, find those little pockets and pop them. You're gonna get a little sticky, but it really does add to the bouquet from the tree. We get these trees in from this farm in Boone, and it's called shearing. So they go up on these mountainsides and literally come in with machetes and slice down these 2 or 3 times a season, or during the lifetime, probably dozens of times. But what that does is it gets the tree to produce more tips, so you have more surface area. It's not to keep them conically shaped, it's actually to get some density and to give them more tips. You have more room for ornaments, more room for lights. We also try to mention that you want to be very protective of the top when you're moving them around. We don't ever let the staff hold them up here at the very tip top. That is a little more brittle than it looks. So you want to try to, when you're moving it or manipulating it, try to hold it by the lower part of the trunk so you don't lose any of your good branching or where you may put your star or angel, whatever you're going to have on the tip top there. So I think that covers some of the goodies for you right now. We do bring them out to the parking lot before you take them home. We give them another cut and we give them another shake, and then we'll net it for you and tie it down to your car. So also we do have a great little info pamphlet on our website that you can go look at, and it's tips to taking care of your tree, ways to keep it fresh, and how to maintain it. So you can go to our website and check that out, gonursery.com, and it'll just give you those extras on there. It's from one of our newsletters, and if you haven't signed up for our newsletter, you can also do that. That'll keep you in the loop on things going on during the year, and then also little tips and tricks you can do in your yard, landscape and maintenance-wise during the year. So if you have any questions, please come visit us. It's a great time of year around here. It smells wonderful, and we'd love to show you around.